be in foul trouble. We can't let that happen. We'll see if they can avoid just that, guys.
All right, Doris, thank you very much. Now, here is Martin. After the miss from Ricky Rubio. Garnett, the screen. There's the triple.
That's another miss. Already they've missed 3 out of 4 to start.
And it's Martin missing.
That's terrific defense right there to prevent from converting in close.
And Rubio kicks to Pekovic. On the wing, Wiggins. Again, Wiggins missing.
There's no getting around the simple fact that that's a shot he has to knock down.
Rush the pass to Aldridge. Aldridge a screen. Off the pick. The rebound by Garnett.
Well, I think the defense got lucky right there. I mean, he's going to make a lot more of those than he misses when he's got that much room.
Back to Rubio. Timberwolves passing it around. Martin with the bucket.
There's a chance he could have a big game if they don't D him up more tightly on the perimeter.
Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Nuggets in Denver.
And the deciding factor in that one was their success from the floor. I mean, they just hit big shots time and time again.
Yeah, just the way you want it when you're the road team. You don't even give the fans a chance to get into it.
Wow, that's a really smooth finish.
That's why we and they always love seeing him at the end of those breaks. He makes it look fun and easy.
Now here's Leonard. He's a good contributor to his team, averaging about 10.5 points a game. Rush dishes to Duncan. Just 5 to shoot. Parker with a clean look. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Parker's got himself on the board with 3 there.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Leonard with the steal. And the Spurs pushing it up now. And Duncan gets it to go in.
And that almost feels like 2 buckets coming off the steal like it did.
And especially the fact that it now ties the game. The lead was about to be stretched out, and instead, it's back even.
Now, here's Wiggins. He had 16 points in the win against the Mavericks in Dallas. Here's Martin. That's short off the rim. Looking at the last game for the Minnesota Timberwolves, it was a win against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And believe it or not, it wasn't the stars that led the charge for them in that win. It was about the role players. I mean, the guys who they don't usually count on for the lion's share of their points came through.
Guys, simply a complete team performance, and road wins where everybody contributes really can galvanize a team and bring it together.
That doesn't go either for Martin. The Spurs have gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. Rush's shot is off. Minnesota's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Martin with it. He's picked up by Parker. And a wide open look here for Wiggins. Another miss by Minnesota. Spurs shooting in this first quarter around 38%. They're looking a bit creaky out there. Poked away. Rubio with it. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Mavericks in Dallas.
And also give him credit for his ability to pass the basketball. He was always looking for the open man.
And good on the basket. Book it.
You know, huge height advantage there, but because of the great body control, he's able to cancel it out.
Agreed. The body control essential in that situation. I mean, if you're giving up a bunch of height, then you better be able to manufacture things in the air.
This break in the action gives us a chance to show you the NBA's current fast break specialists. Number 1, the Spurs.
You really got to admire their conditioning. I mean, it takes a major commitment to play that fast breaking style, and they are all in.
Here's what Minnesota's going with right now. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. And Shabazz Muhammad subbed in for Martin. Here is Rubio. After the basket by San Antonio, they set the pick. And Muhammad kicks to Wiggins. Lands soft on the front of the rim and drops. Wiggins has got his first basket of the night.
You can't afford to get him that kind of a look.
Well, you know, he came off a good screen, but still, as a defender, you've got to do a better job of fighting over and through that.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness. He's been anything but his usual self this quarter. It's actually been ugly to see.
What a drive there. It didn't bother him at all to have a much taller defender hanging all over him.
Rubio outside. Inside. And Zhang kicks to Muhammad. 4 on the shot clock. Shoots it. No good on the shot. A bit long that time. Spurs leading by 3. Ginobili outside. Over to the wing. It's Rush outside. And the shot is good. Rush has got 6. You often hear athletes saying they do it for the fans, but with Freak, he really backs up his talk with his actions. So it's the Spurs now. And now brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court right now for the Spurs, Rush in at shooting guard. Aldridge out there with Duncan. Then there's Parker. And it's Leonard in at the 3, the small forward. The Timberwolves shooting has been wayward so far. Only 37% from the floor. And a chance here to catch up with the 4th member of our crew, Doris Burke. Hi, Doris.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Nuggets was superb. He had 55 points, and that scoring outburst set a new season high for him in what was a great exhibition on his part. Just numbers that really jump out at you in a box score.
All right, Doris, thank you. He played at a level that very few players are capable of playing.
And you know, I'll be interested to see how much he's got left in the tank. I mean, that performance had to take a lot out of him.
Yeah, but you know what? Sometimes supreme confidence can increase your stamina and endurance. So I'll be interested to see how that affects his play. The entire defense was frozen-footed. Nobody picked up the shooter, Kevin.
Off target from outside.
Rare you'll see him miss such an open look.
There's the pass to Martin. And he gets it to go.
And their shots are falling now with more regularity than we saw at first.
Well, it was a slow start, but they've gone from simmer to medium heat, and they're bordering on hot to close this gap.
Screen by Duncan. Aldridge left side. And stolen by Wiggins. And now Minnesota on the fast break. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a 3-point play. All right, well, look at how the hustle game has been going for the Timberwolves.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also defensively, they've been able to cause some turnovers tonight, and that also builds confidence and gives you momentum.
And here's Martin. He had a 12-point outing in their last game against the Mavericks in Dallas. Now the feed to Wiggins. Just 5 on the clock. San Antonio with the rebound.
Just not much success when it comes to shooting.
Out to the right wing. It's Rush outside, and it's good in the assist by Parker. And now an 8-point San Antonio lead. Timberwolves have gotten 4 of their first 5 shots to fall in the second quarter. Outstanding shooting. Martin wide open. He fires. Drills the three-pointer. Martin's got 5 points in the quarter.
It looks like he took that last 3 a little personal.
Oh, there's no doubt about it, Greg. You saw it in his eyes. I mean, heck, that was a payback shot right there. I don't think there's any doubt.
All right, a moment here to check out stats for Leonard. His last 10 games, he's averaging 8 points, 4 rebounds, and 3 assists. And I think he's got to be pretty pleased with his output. And you know he's always looking to push himself.
Yeah, you know, really solid numbers across the board here, Greg. I mean, he contributes in a multitude of ways for this club.
Rush the pass to Aldridge. The shot will not go. Good work defensively by Martin. Timberwolves trail by 5. Wiggins with it. He's picked up by Parker. Wiggins kicks to Rubio. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Rubio.
Looking at the Timberwolves, let's see where they rank in the NBA statistics right now. First in rebounding, third in three-point shooting. And they kept the lid on opposing teams' overall offense as well. They're in the top 10 in opponent scoring.
And also, I love their work on the boards. I mean, they put multiple bodies in the paint. Truly a team effort, and that's why they're the best in the league.
down low. Shot is good, and the Spurs lead is cut down now to just 3 on the bucket from Pekovic.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with the way they work down low.
It's becoming a theme in this game, Clark. They are piling up the points in the paint.
A nice shot by Aldridge.
The screenplay worked ideally there, and I'm not talking about the screenplay you see in a movie theater. Gave him more than enough room to get that shot off.
And let's see now which shooting guards have been on target the most over the last 10 games. Freak number 1.
And he is not a wasteful player. That much we've learned. I mean, he makes the most of the good looks he gets, and if it's not there, he's not going to force a bad shot.
Yeah, and he's efficient and he's intelligent in his shot selection. You're exactly right there, but don't take away from the fact that he's a tremendous pure shooter as well. Even when he's got a hand right in his face, I mean, he makes tough shots. And the lead just grows on that ridiculous offensive sequence.
You know, Clark, that dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop.
Yeah, that just added more to it.
And you know, guys, right now, they're starting to flatline, just hanging on here for dear life.
And that one's good. Wiggins.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Yeah, you can't say that with enough emphasis. I mean, the defenders are just not being aggressive enough down low. You got to play with some physicality in the paint.
To the middle, here's Rush. Garnett comes over to help, and it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot.
They've been ineffective in this one. Just no slowing down for Rush. He has 11 points, and from downtown, he's buried 3 three-pointers.
Well, when he squared himself up and gotten good looks, he's knocked them down.
Some changes for Minnesota. Gorgie Dangs checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. And it's Muhammad in for Kevin Martin. San Antonio also making some changes. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. They push it up 4 on 3. Ginobili with the ball. Now defended by Muhammad. Aldridge dishes to Mills. Rush the pass to Mills. No good. So Minnesota will take it the other way. Up next for them is the Pacers in Indianapolis. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Rubio and Jang kicks to Muhammad. Wiggins outside. Again, Wiggins missing. San Antonio leading by 7. Rush dishes to West. He feeds it to Rush. And there's the defensive 3-second call. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Spurs.
You know, they've done a great job of getting a hand up on shooters. Actually have gotten a lot of blocks as well, solidifying that defensive effort.
And the other thing that's been equally as effective is the fact that they've gotten out on the fast break. A lot of points coming in transition.
The Timberwolves making a switch here. Jones is checked in. The Spurs also with the sub. Diaw's checked in. It's Ginobili outside. Rebound by Dang. Jang's got 3 rebounds now in this one. Rubio with a wide open look. Rubio missing again. San Antonio's gone 1 of 4 from 3-point range in the second. Not a whole lot dropping out there for them. Rush from outside. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Rush. They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
The drive by Rubio. And that one's good. Rubio's got his second bucket.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
Well, I agree with you. 4 of their last 5 baskets have been exactly of that variety.
And he was fouled on the way up. 2 free throws now for him. Let's check out the Western Conference standings right now that we're here in the new year. Taking a look at San Antonio. And not a surprise, really, to see them sitting there in the #1 spot in the conference. The excellent brand of basketball they've been putting on display lately has been terrific. And, of course, the Timberwolves just need to take it a game at a time.
Well, right now for the Timberwolves, their season has been exactly the kind of misadventure their fans were afraid it might be.
Yeah, it's been ugly. I mean, we knew things were going to have to fall in the perfect place for them to contend, but nothing did.
And Muhammad gets it to go.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
Timberwolves trail by 11. And 1:01 left in the first half. Boozer kicks to Jones. Feeds it to Muhammad. Here's Levine. He's covered by Ginobili. Levine, good.
Yeah, absolutely stroking it from outside. I mean, textbook perfect. Good balance, nice high release, splash.
The offensive rebound. Here's Rush. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. Minnesota's gone 3 of 7 tonight from three-point territory. And Muhammad kicks to Jones. Zhang, the pass to Muhammad. Zhang, a screen. Outside, Jones. There's the triple. Green with the rebound. Here's Rush. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him.
And give it up for the little fella on the inside there. Great rebound, even though he had to really fight for it.
The easiest way to do it sometimes is with the bounce pass.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Spurs out in front. They lead by 7. And now...
Well, what a great job you did, both moving the ball and passing it and scoring it. What has been the key for you to this point?
The second half just about to get going here. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And really, all of a sudden, he's becoming their best distributor, doing a great job of orchestrating their offense.
Greg, typically that's not the role he usually plays, and I'm not sure how comfortable he is in it, but they've needed him to make some plays today, and he's been able to do it to his credit.
Martin and Wiggins out on the perimeter. Pekovic is out there with Garnett, and it's Rubio in at the point guard position. So that's the Timberwolves 5. Here's Rush. Wiggins with some nice D.
And this is why you need good defenders on the interior to contest shots.
Yeah, Greg, making every shot a hard one, even the shots in close. 3 straight misses here to start the second half.
Spurs leading by 7. Out to the right wing. It's stolen by Martin. And now the Timberwolves on the break. Martin with the ball. Rubio misses.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
Fires the 3, and that's good for 3 points. Nice shot from Rush. Rush has got the opening bucket to start the second half for the Spurs. Dishes to Wiggins. That's a 2 from Martin. It's rebounded by Leonard.
Ouch. 5 shots without a make. That's a really ragged start coming out of halftime.
He dishes it to Rush. Kicks it out to Leonard. Pass to Rush. The 3. That's good, and it's Leonard with the assist. Leonard's got 4 assists now tonight.
You know, one aspect of their play today that's really been tight and far superior is their passing.
And that kind of flow can be elusive, but the great offenses have it, and that's just what they've shown here tonight.
Okay, fans, put your hands together for your Timberwolves dancers.
Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. Freak number 1.
You know, he's often forced to guard the opposition's top player on the perimeter, and still he's made his way all the way up the steals list.
I tell you what, I think he relishes those difficult assignments. I mean, he's such an intense competitor. Defense is what drives him.
Rubio dishes to Wiggins. Shoots over Leonard. Another miss by Minnesota.
Early on, he tried to shoot his way out of this funk, but later in the game now, he might want to just give it up and look for his teammates to do the scoring.
Just his first attempt. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot 2. Tim Duncan picks one up. For Minnesota, they have gone 0 for 1 at the line. This is their second trip to the line. Big group substitution now for Minnesota. Jang, he's checked in for Nikola Pekovic. Boozer comes in for Kevin Garnett. Shabazz Muhammad's checked in for Kevin Martin. And Levine subbed in for Ricky Rubio. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. West is checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. Green, he's checked in for Patty Mills. And it's the natural in for Parker. Here's Levine, guarded by Green. And Jang kicks to Muhammad. The shot is off. Some solid defense from Rush. San Antonio leading by 6. Kicks it to Green. Boozer against Ginobili. Launches it. Count the bucket. Ginobili's got 8 points.
And he came off that screen, and the D just didn't get over the top of it.
Yep, weren't there in time enough to challenge Greg, and when that's the case, you can mark those up for him.
Minnesota with the ball. Boozer passes to Dang. Oh, trying for it. Rush with the steal. Here's Green. Finish off the break. Green's got his second bucket.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible.
And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the 4th. Spurs shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. On the floor for San Antonio starting the 4th quarter. Rush, he's in at point guard. Aldridge out there with Ginobili. And it's Green, and it's West in at the 5, roaming the paint. Timberwolves trail by 14. Here's Levine. Passes to Dang. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And turning down what would have been a tough shot for himself into an easy one for his teammate.
Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got 11 in the second half.
And he has just been in a flow offensively. Terrific game. He has been the X factor.
A floater. It's stolen by Duncan. Here's Rush, covered by Wiggins. The 3, and he drops it in. Just a pretty release there from Rush. Rush has got 8 points here in this quarter. And a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Spurs.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
They've repeatedly gotten out on the break tonight as well and scored a lot of baskets in transition. Got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Pass to Aldridge. It's Ginobili on the wing. Aldridge a screen. Rush dishes to Aldridge. 14 feet away, and the Spurs scoring again.
Well, there you go. I mean, if they're going to keep giving up open jumpers, they're going to keep getting burned.
Here's Levine. He's guarded by Rush. Got it. Nice one there from Levine.
And, you know, he's enjoyed the kind of day you expect in terms of shooting the basketball. He can bring them right back into this game.
Aldridge a screen. And Rush kicks to Aldridge. Goes up at the stripe. Here's Duncan. And he battles for the ball and gets the second chance bucket.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
No question, he got bumped on that shot.
Yeah, the officials didn't need to talk that one over. It was obvious.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Kevin Garnett, he's checked in for Gorgie Dang. Martin comes in for Shabazz Muhammad. And Ricky Rubio subbed in for Levine. Then for the Spurs, Kawhi Leonard's checked in for Green. And Tony Parker is subbed in for Manu Ginobili. Knocks it loose. Kevin Garnett with the steal. Wiggins passes to Rubio. Back to Wiggins. Plenty of space. Rebound, Kawhi Leonard. Leonard's got his third rebound tonight.
You got it. Let's get the ball inside.
Here's Rush, covered by Wiggins. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul. Shot misses. He'll be shooting two. First one falls for him.
Free. 2 shots.
So he gets them both. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Begovic with a screen, and it's Rubio penetrating. Wiggins against Parker. Wiggins dishes to Begovic. The open shot by Martin. San Antonio with the rebound. Rush has got his 7th rebound here tonight. He kicks it to Duncan. For 3. Again, the miss by the Spurs. Timberwolves trail by 18. Now Rubio. Begovic with a screen on Parker. Parker against Rubio. Shot clock at 5. And once again off the mark by Minnesota.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be. Firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far. And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Begovic attacking, and he gets the bucket.
He knew what he wanted to do all along. The teardrop.
Patience. Patience. Taking early threes is leading to long rebounds, which equal to transition points. Make the defense move, and let's pass up a good shot for a great shot. Let the game
Spurs
come
leading
to
by
you.
18.
We're forcing the issue too much.
Here's Rush. It's deflected, and it's stolen by Ricky Rubio. Here's Martin. Rejected by Rush, and that's out of bounds. Minnesota will retain possession. Wiggins drawn the double team. Rubio outside. There's the dish to Garnett. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Wiggins. Can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Parker. For San Antonio, they've gone 6 of 8 from the field in the fourth so far. It's been a great start to this final quarter for them. Wiggins against Parker. And it's out of bounds, and they say it was last touched by Leonard. And Rubio kicks to Garnett. Three-pointer, Martin.
He had a couple in the first, but so far he's been unable to get uncorked here. They have a little extra mojo going here, a little extra pep in their step, more hustle in this second half. They're doing a much better job in terms of second chance points.
Here's Leonard, and a great assist by Aldridge as that one goes in. And it's 9 points for Leonard.
Guys, his consistency in terms of shooting has really helped them seize control.
Timeout call for Minnesota. All right, target center coming up.
Doris Burke has some information for us. Doris?
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear what Flip Saunders was saying to his club. He told Pekovic that he wants their offense to run through him. Coach is calling on him to play a big role in the offense for the rest of this game, to really be one of the key guys for them down the stretch. With the minutes ticking down and the deficit still a big one, those adjustments have to be a chance worth taking, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris. Here's Rush. Martin with the block. Beyond the arc. That doesn't go either for Martin.
And offensively, he has been a liability more than he's helped this quarter.
Duncan kicks to Rush. Back to Duncan. Duncan with a screen on Pekovic. To the inside, Aldridge. That's all good, and that's his 5th basket of the game. He's shooting 5 for 11 now.
He's been a different guy here in the second half. His shooting percentage far better than it was before the break.
Rubio the pass to Martin. Wiggins outside. Clock at 6. The pass to Pekovic. Shoots from 14. And all around the rim that time before dropping in. Pekovic has got 7 now in this quarter. Spurs leading by 16.
You got it. Get the ball inside.
Rush dishes to Aldridge. And there's the whistle. Fouled hard on the shot. He'll go to the line.
We've seen Aldridge playing a good game here. He has 9 rebounds, and he's been a brick wall today with all those blocks.
You got that right. He's giving them serious doubts about bringing the ball to the rim.
He hits the second from the line. We've got 1:28 left in the 4th quarter of this one.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Spurs.
Clark, the differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
They made the defense adjust by moving the ball like that, and there was no answer for it.
And this will make it 41 victories for them on the year.
And they're going to get the second game between these two clubs just like they took the first. This will put them up 2-0 with 2 games left to play in their season series against the Timberwolves.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for the Natural. You have to love the way that he was closing out on defensive trips. He would always body up, and it's why he ended with so many boards.
And it's Martin missing.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
And Rush kicks to Duncan, takes the 13-footer, and he knocks down the jumper.
I don't want to say they're trying to run up the score here, but they do keep adding to the lead.
Well, I know you don't want to say it, but I will, partner. I mean, they're trying to run the score up here. It's plain and simple. They're trying to throw salt all in that wound.
Martin for 3. Another miss by Martin.
Kevin, he's missing shot after shot after shot from long range. With time running low, he'd be better off trying something else.
And Rush kicks to Parker, to the paint. The feed to Rush. Aldridge a screen. The 3. Off target with that shot. And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were waiting for something to get excited about, Greg, but they never got it.
They sure did.
Good win.
Well, once again, you filled the box score up. Yet another triple-double. How many more are we going to see this year?
I guess however many games we have left on the schedule.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present Freak. And another triple-double from him in this game. I mean, he's totally firing on all cylinders, playing just masterful basketball out there.
When Freak puts it all together, it's no contest to who the best player on the court is. He was outstanding tonight. His feel and understanding of the game were on display.
He was like a second point guard out there for them. Accurate and on time with one pass after the other. It's no wonder he wound up with 11 assists. And with him passing the ball so effectively, it forced the defense into a lot of unusual rotations.
And folks, that's it for us. Thank you for tuning in. Always a
We break down the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results, take you behind the scenes at all the All-Star events.
She don't miss.
Vote on your top plays of the week, and hang with Andrew Wiggins in his hometown.
Everyone knows his dreams happen.
2K Prime Road to the Finals results. And hang with Andrew Wiggins in his hometown.
That one was.
This week on NBA 2K TV, we break down the 2K Prime Road to the Finals results.
It's the 2K Sports pregame show.
Hello, basketball fans. Welcome to the NBA on 2K Sports, along with Kenny the Jet Smith and Shaquille O'Neal. I'm Ernie Johnson. We'll watch the Miami Heat in this one as they go up against the San Antonio Spurs at AT&T Center. Well, for San Antonio, they went 2-0 against this team last season, looking to continue that string of victories tonight. Now, if you want to see a stat sheet stuffer, you're going to want to keep your eyes on Freak in this one. He's been putting up a number of double-doubles in this recent outing, Shaq.
You know, Freak knows that he can do more than just be a scorer on this team. You know, he's a great passer. He's a great leader, especially for a young guy. He's looking for a shot. He's being active all the time, and he's really helping the others play at a high level, Ernie.
I haven't seen a guy like this come into the league in a long time, Ernie.
Stop it.
I'm serious. Not a guy
Stop
like
it.
this who has multiple ways to impact the game, Shaq.
Stop it.
Just one way. He's exactly.
Oh, you called me a one? Boy, I will reach across the table and knock you out right now.
It's been a long time since you've been in the
But
league.
you said you just called
I said
me a
in a
one-way
long
player.
time I hadn't seen it. I didn't say I hadn't seen it before. I said I hadn't seen it in a long time.
Have you ever seen a spelling of Freak quite like that?
Yes, that's French, Ernie.
F-R-E-Q.
No, I thought it was more Brazilian.
Oh. Well, he is frequently a star, and you'll want to see him tonight.
He's freakish
That was
in his ways.
hilarious, wasn't it, Shaq?
That was pretty good.
Oh, that was outrageously funny.
That was pretty freakish, Ernie.
Oh, it was. Here's
I
Kevin
already
Harlan.
said freakish.
Oh.
You lose a point.
Let's meet the starting lineup of the visiting Miami Heat. At power forward, Josh McRoberts. At the other forward position, Josh McRoberts. A 6'2" guard from France, number 9, Tony Parker. A 6'11" forward.
The Heat are out of Miami and into an interconference game. Great to have you with us, everybody, live on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. The Spurs happy to be returning to San Antonio after the road trip. These guys are hot, no doubt about it, continuing to put up win after win.
Kevin, you know, it's been a very impressive run for this team. However, you've got to realize they have not played the top dogs in the league. Nonetheless, whenever you can put together consecutive wins or a good stretch of basketball, you deserve some credit for that.
Yeah, it won't matter to them that a lot of their wins have come against teams that might not be considered among the league's elite, but all they can do is beat who's ever in front of them, and that's what they've done here.
So the opening lineup for the Heat. Dragic is joined in the backcourt by Wade. Wilson Chandler out there with Josh McRoberts, and it's Whiteside in at the 5 down low. Miami shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. Chandler hits them both. Here's Parker. Here's Rush. Pass to Parker. You know what? Chandler with the defensive effort. The dish to Dragic. And McRoberts kicks to Chandler. No one near Whiteside as he lets it go. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot. Looking at the last game for San Antonio, it was a win against the Minnesota Timberwolves.
And you know what? Exactly what had to be done in terms of winning on the road. Never allowed any momentum to build up against them. Kept the crowd out of the game. And for every punch they took, they had a counter.
I was very impressed, Greg, with the way they stood their ground, even when they were on their heels some, coming through those moments where they were backing up a bit. That's what it takes on the road. You've got to show that kind of fortitude and resilience.
Both free throws good from Rush.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
Wade kicks to Whiteside. Parker against Dragic. From 15 feet away, the shot is good off the backboard. Wade's got his first basket.
I don't know. Maybe they're still working out the kinks on D because that clearly was a breakdown.
Rush dishes to Aldridge. Misses from short range.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
The Spurs have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Leonard gets it to go on the assist by Rush.
And that assist got him a little nod from his teammate after that one.
Dragic the pass to Whiteside. Chandler right side. Unloads from 13. And that one comes up a bit short. The Spurs have gone 2 for 4 from the field so far today. And Whiteside sends it back. Here's Wade. The layup missed.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Dragic with it. 23 points for him the last game against Atlanta.
You know, and in watching that game, he did a really nice job of passing the basketball, scoring, and setting up his teammates.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, it's stolen by Duncan.
Heads up interior defense there. He was ready for that entry pass.
Parker kicks to Duncan. Rush outside. And it's Miami with the rebound. They're coming into this game off that recent loss to Atlanta.
And that result was no surprise because they played very loosely with the basketball.
They sure did. There's no question about it. And when you come out on the wrong end of the turnover battle, you're often going to be on the wrong end of the scoreboard as well, Greg. You know that.
And he gets the bucket. Clark, a lot of give and take between these sides early.
Kevin, how about 6 lead changes in this half already?
Yeah, and both teams look like they came to play. We should have a good one.
And McRoberts kicks to Dragic. They set the pick. Chandler attacking. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in.
You know, obviously, he knows how to finish with some flair.
San Antonio's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Rush. Wade is covering. And there's the pass to Leonard. Count the bucket. Leonard's got 6 points.
He always knows where his teammate's going to be, and Kevin, that will let him put the ball where he wants it, right waiting for him.
Now here's Wade. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark. Right now, he's averaging about 19 points a game. Has to Rush. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. And let's take a quick peek at the 2K leaderboard. And the steal leaders from the point guard spot for the last 10 games. 5th, Goran Dragic.
And not only are these players tremendous at picking a ball out of his pocket, but as terrific point guards, they also know how to jump into passing lanes and get a steal or deflection that way as well.
For sure. I mean, they wreak havoc defensively in all kinds of ways. On the ball, off the ball, in transition. Boy, this group is the complete package at both ends of the floor.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. West is checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Tony Parker. Now, here's Dragic. He's been a factor in their offense on most nights with his scoring average at nearly 16 points a game. Here's Whiteside. Lays it up, and despite of the excellent defense at that.
If you battle for the offensive rebound and come up with it, you're guaranteed a high-quality shot on a follow just like he got there.
Aldridge is screen. There's the feed to West. From 12 feet out. The shot misses. And it's Miami the other way. In transition, here comes Miami. On up the court. There's the bucket. Good. Well, guys, this first half has been about as tightly contested as you could hope for.
Well, neck and neck. How about that? I mean, ferociously competitive. I mean, tight as me in an airplane bathroom.
That's not the visual I was looking for right now, but there have been a lot of lead changes. Oh, goodness.
How in the world did they let him get that wide open?
Dragic kicks to Green. It's stolen by West. And now running up the court, Rush pushing it all the way.
That's how you make an impact with defense. Once the steal is made, you know they're going to be scattered. The floor is open. Take care of business.
Always an advantage when you can get out in the open floor. You get much better rhythm offensively. And this lead, I think, is headed up.
Here's Winslow. After the basket by San Antonio. Shot clock at 6. Dragic with a wide open look. His three-pointers off the mark. Spurs leading by 4. To the wing on the left. Rush dishes to Aldridge. Good on the triple. Aldridge has got 6 points.
Assists like that have typified their effort today. Terrific ball movement.
Really a prime example of the difference in how these teams have operated offensively. Much more individual play at the other end.
Now here's Green. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And off the front iron, and in it goes.
You know, of the last 6 baskets, 5 have come on the interior. This is major smash mouth basketball, guys.
All about imposing your will offensively.
The Heat trail by 15. And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for San Antonio. Rush, he's in at shooting guard. Kawhi Leonard is out there with Green. Then there's Duncan. And it's Parker in at the point guard. Now Rush. A 35-point game for him in the win against Minnesota.
Yeah, and it seemed like he spent about half the game shooting free throws. Credit him for really taking it to the defense.
Okay, well, let's check in with Doris Burke reporting from our sideline in this game. Doris, take it away.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Timberwolves played just phenomenally. He ended up with 35 points, and in addition to his scoring, he also came away with a season high for rebounds. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
And thank you, Doris. It was a performance that has to have their upcoming opponents terrified.
Yeah, I think they'll be a little afraid. I mean, anybody who saw that game has to still be in awe of what he was able to do. Just absolutely dominant.
Boy, I tell you, he was in such a rhythm and on a roll. He could have won that game all by himself.
Chandler kicks to Green. Rush grabs the miss.
All the defender had to do there was just stay close to him, and he did.
Passes it to Parker. Duncan dishes to Rush. Duncan with a screen on Wade. Deep 2 from Rush. Duncan, the pass to Leonard. Second shot opportunity. And they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play. Spurs making a switch here. Aldridge is checked in. Josh McRoberts is checked in for the Heat. Here's Wade. Dragic against Leonard. Dragic kicks to McRoberts. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. Spurs leading by 16. Parker dishes to Leonard. He feeds it to Aldridge. Parker kicks to Rush. And the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Boy, there's a little extra on that one, fellas. Nobody's going to stop that.
Not when he comes in with the tomahawk. That's just too much force.
Goodness, you cannot punch it any harder than that.
And it's time for an injury report.
He said he really bruised his hip out there, and while there's a lot of pain involved, he doesn't see any significant bone or joint damage. We're into the heart of the season now, and that's the last thing this team wanted to hear. That's going to make their winter just a little bit longer, guys.
All right, Doris, we will, of course, keep everyone updated as we find out more.
And you know what? He could have a long road ahead in terms of getting back on the court. But one thing we all know, He's never been shy of hard work.
No, he's not. I mean, he'll be doing everything he can to make it back as soon as possible.
And the second free throw, good.
Looking at the game Green has been having, he's got 8 points, and from long range, he's hit 1 3-pointer.
And when it's all said and done, I got a sneaky suspicion he's going to have a few more.
The drive by Duncan, and the slam dunk by Rush.
Flying high and throwing down the hard one-hander.
One of his favorite moves right there, guys.
And really, he does that one as well as anyone. Kev, you're right. That's like his signature move once he goes airborne.
That Kia Slam Cam replay really gave you a good look at the action. About 3 minutes played so far in this second quarter. Wade kicks to Green. He dishes it to Dragic. Tries it from 9. And it goes as the official calls the foul. Count it. He'll shoot one more at the free throw line.
Wow, I'm surprised he took that shot, but he has a huge size disadvantage in that matchup. But tremendous job to knock that one down.
Dishes to Green. That falls. Nice feed that time from Dwayne Wade. Green's got 10.
And now he's taken a solid opening in the quarter and built on it here in the second.
Duncan outside. He kicks it to Parker. Jacks up a 3. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Outside Dragic. Here's Chandler. Good D by Parker.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Well, you take a look at all of the stats, the team stats, that is, and that's one of the many areas that they've had the advantage. And as a result, they've got a big lead.
Parker against Green. Wade outside. 6 to shoot. Again, Dragic missing.
You know, he just hasn't looked right to me. A bit out of sorts, if you will. Something's off with his mechanics, at least as I look at him.
Aldridge kicks to Leonard. Here's Rush, and that one is hammered home.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter, just served him up.
Now here's Dragic. Not a lot of room. Inside, it's stolen by Duncan. In transition, here come the Spurs. Parker leading the charge. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And there's Green on the assist by Wade. Green's got 10 points now just in this quarter.
Great quarter for him at the offensive end, trying to will his team back in the game.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Let's spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Holding opponents to the fewest points this month. Number 1, the Spurs.
And they've just been on a defensive tear. I mean, allowing so few points. And really, I think it's the energy with which they've played.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. David West, he's checked in for Duncan. Ginobili comes in for Leonard. And it's Mills in for Parker. Then for the Heat, Whiteside's checked in for Chandler. Winslow comes in for Green, and Jared Bayless subbed in for Goran Dragic.
Talk about complete control. Everything working in this one's for Rush. He has 17 points and some good assists, too. 4 of them. That kind of mix of assists and rebounds is what wins you basketball games.
Clark, it's a rarity when you've got a guy that can just do it as well as he does on both ends.
Rush with the steal. Feeds it to Aldridge. Trains it from beyond the arc. Aldridge has got 9. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Spurs.
Boy, they've really amped up the pressure at the defensive end, guys, and have piled up the steals in the early going.
And also, how about the fact defensively they're getting that backboard and getting out in transition, especially in this first half. Tit for tat right there, huh, guys?
Didn't take them long at all, fellas, to get those 3 points back.
Rush the pass to West. Mills dishes to Rush. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And it's good. Fought through contact. It's the shot. He'll go to the free throw line.
This is what this team is all about here. I mean, they're forcing their way inside, just bulldozing themselves into the paint area, and they're having a lot of success.
San Antonio making a switch here. Diaw's checked in, and Miami with a change here, too. Dallenberg's checked in. Miami with the ball. Wade double teamed. Clock at 6. Here's Winslow, and fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. It's going to be on Freak.
Oh, the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
Miami shooting their 6th and 7th free throw attempts tonight.
And taking a look at the numbers on the season, they've converted about 77% of those foul shots.
One of the things they've done, guys, is taken pride in their free throw shooting this season, and rightfully so.
He's off on the first.
They've been getting more and more physical.
A dominating.
Certainly good numbers from you shooting the ball in the first half. What has been your approach on offense?
And as we begin the second half, first half wasn't even close, guys, and we'll see if there is a comeback on our hands or more of the same as we get the third quarter started. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
That slasher mentality was on display in that first half. He got to the rim consistently.
Boy, I tell you what, he's got that great first step, and he must have had some quickness. That's how he makes his presence felt.
And we see him do it time and again. He is a special talent.
Hey, guys, as important as it is to go out and compete, let's not forget the entertainment element of this game. What an unreal finisher.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Spurs leading by 15. Outside Aldridge. And again, it's San Antonio with a 3.
And you know what? He's got a new BFF. It's the triple.
And it has been his BFF today anyway. Most of his points have been courtesy of the deep ball.
And it's Dragic off the drive. Chandler inside the line. Rebounded by the Spurs. Rush has got his 4th rebound in this one.
Just a solid performance on the interior. The rebounding has been off the charts.
Yeah, you look across the board, it's actually sizing up, shaping up to be a great game. I mean, strong performances throughout, and they've really been strong on the glass.
Leonard kicks to Rush. And it's Whiteside with the rebound. Whiteside's got his 6th rebound on the night. And Parker comes with the help. Out to Chandler. And again, it's the Heat missing. The Spurs have gone 2 of 4 here to start the second half. Parker passes to Rush. They get it back. Leonard. That's good. Leonard's got 8 points.
Just lazy defense on the glass there.
Well, nobody boxed out. Nobody put a body on anybody else. Things like that not only drive the coach crazy, that stuff gets under my skin.
Here's Wade. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Yeah, the offense scuffling a bit to start this second half. Only 1 for the first 5.
Rush outside. Rebound by the Heat. Whiteside's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
1 made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Boy, I really love the way Dragic spreads that ball around.
San Antonio leading by 18. Rush dishes to Duncan. Leonard kicks to Rush. Pass to Duncan. And there's the feed to Aldridge. And the foul on Dwayne Wade. That will get him his 4th foul of the game. And Aldridge, the basket on the assist by Leonard. Gerald Green, he's checked in for Miami. The Spurs have been a perfect 8 of 8 at the line.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Those are good numbers for any team. I mean, they can feel extremely good about their free throw shooting percentage this season.
The shooting numbers just aren't there yet in the quarter.
On up the court, Parker with the steal. In transition, here come the Spurs. It's Rush outside. Shot's good. Rush has got 27 points.
And now, your Spurs dance team.
And let's take a look at the numbers for Dragic. 6th in steals. And he's in the top 20 in assists per game. His talent for creating easy buckets for his teammates, such an asset.
And talk about highway robbery. I mean, jumping the passing lane, snatching away your dribble. He'll take it from you.
Chandler's shot, good.
San Antonio with the timeout.
Now let's bring up the 2K leaderboard. Here are the top rebounders over the last month. Hassan Whiteside on top.
Well, he's got great energy, Kevin, when he goes after the ball, and that's got to be contagious to the rest of the team, I would think. I mean, that kind of production on the glass is great at both ends of the court.
Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got 29 in the game.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
Chandler, no good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
And the 3 off target from Rush. The Heat have gone a lackluster 3 of 9 from the field since halftime. Kicks to Chandler. The 3 ball. No good from Dragic. San Antonio's gone 3 of 7 from three-point range here in quarter number 3. Here's Rush, guarded by Green. It's stolen by Dragic. Whiteside sets the pick for Dragic. The drive by Green. Miami no good on that time either.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed.
It's not possible what we just said. Clark, is that possible?
Not probable, but it is possible, partner. It is possible.
And think about it, guys.
Holy
That's
smokes.
one of the few guys in the entire league who can pull off something like that.
There's a screen. The baseline J. And that's good. And it's Dragic with the assist.
Assist goes to
Dragic has got 6 assists here tonight. For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 13 in the third quarter so far. Just above 50%. Rush's shot is off. Miami's gone 1 of 2 from beyond the arc since coming out of the break. Green gets to Dragic. Back to Green. The tray. Rush grabs the miss. Rush has got 6 rebounds now in the game. The dish to Aldridge. The pass to Rush. And that one goes. Feeding him with the lead pass.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
Great ball movement.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've had a number of empty ones, a long time without a basket.
They got to find something. You're right.
That's his second personal foul.
And a look at how the offensive approach has been going here so far for the Spurs.
So far, they've turned in a fantastic performance from
For San Antonio, they've gone 7 of 9 from the field down the stretch here in the fourth quarter. Terrific shooting. Rush in at shooting guard. Green is out there with Boris Diaw, and it's Mills, and it's Dean in at the 5. And that's who's in the game for the Spurs. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. And it's Dragic off the drive, and 2 free throws coming up as he misses that one. Drawing the whistle and a lot of contact there.
checking out the game Goran Dragic is having. He's got 8 points, and the assist numbers tremendous.
His court vision is on par with anybody. I mean, he could not pass the ball any better than he is right now.
Laverne, he's checked in for Miami. Haslam comes in for Wilson Chandler. Here's Rush. Wade is covering. Diaw, the screen. And the foul called on Freak. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
That's his 3rd personal foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Outside Dragic. Now here's Green, guarded by Rush, and the foul called on Freak. That's his 4th foul of the contest.
And that 4th foul, guys, might force him to scale back the aggression from a defensive standpoint. He does not need, nor does the team need, number 5.
Over in the corner, Green. Again, the miss by the Heat.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
And he gets the bucket. Green's got 12 points in just the second half.
Well, I tell you what, when you get this kind of effort and efficiency from him, they're a really hard team to beat.
Double team on Wade. Laverne passes to Green. Rejected by Rush.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
To the middle, just 5 to shoot. And Mills kicks to Rush. And it's Miami with the rebound. Wade dishes to Haslam. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. And it's Laverne missing.
That's really too easy a chance to miss, guys. He needs to be more aggressive and focused on his finishes.
And that is good. Mills has got 8 points in the quarter. The Heat have gone 4 of 10 here in the final period. Not the time to go cold. And Rush kicks to Green. Here's Rush. He's guarded by Dragic. Rush gets the bucket. Rush has got 35.
All of the scoring in tight is coming at that end of the court.
You know, they found the holes in the defense and really doing a great job of exploiting them.
Green in the post. He's covered by Rush, and he gets it to go. And here's Mills. Here's Rush. And it's Haslam with the rebound. The drive by Green. And so he draws the foul on the shot. A trip to the line to shoot 2.
That's his 1st personal foul.
Free throw drops for Green. Samuel Dallenberg, who's checked in for Laverne. So he picks up just 1 from the line that time. Here's Rush, guarded by Green. Pass to Mills. On the wing, Green. A 3-pointer off the mark. The Heat have gone 5 of 11 from the field in the fourth quarter. The drive by Green. Outside Dragic. Haslam, the pass to Green. Haslam a screen. Near the 3-point line, it's Dragic. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick. Dragic has got 4 points this quarter. San Antonio's gone 3 of 5 from beyond the arc since the final quarter's gotten underway. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
He hasn't had as many opportunities at the line as he had in the first half.
First free throw is good. David West, he's checked in for San Antonio. Then for the Heat, James Ennis comes in for Gerald Green. And it's Richardson in for Dwayne Wade. For Miami, they've gone 6 of 12 from the field here in the fourth, and even 50%. Screen by Dallenberg.
2 minutes. 2 minutes.
Outside Dragic. Clock at 6. Passes it to Haslam. Goes up on the wing. Rush grabs the miss.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
On the wing, Green. He's guarded by Dragic. Dishes it to Diaw. The 3. And he gets it to go.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for San Antonio.
On a given night, 1 or 2 guys might have the off night from the line, but today the team did a much better job with their free throws.
They did not lose focus, and that made a huge difference in the result.
And so they'll be advancing their win total to 42 games.
And so they win their first game against this squad. It's a 2-game season series, and they'll be going for the sweep the next time they face off.
Yeah, and Greg, when it is just a 2-game season series, the team winning game 1 has that slight mental edge going into the second meeting, knowing they've already solved their opponent one time and only have to do it one more time.
And what a huge standout performance it was for the National. You can set a tone with defense, and that's exactly what he did with how he protected the rim. I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, it is unfortunate, embarrassing. He just lost his concentration for a split second, and that's all it took.
Over in the corner, Diaw. And stolen by Richardson. Oh, and here comes Ennis all alone. And that one's good.
And that steal paid instant dividends.
No wasted time or motion getting out on that fast break.
Now Rush to the right side. Mills dishes to Rush. Baseline jumper, hits the bucket.
And they feel good about this win tonight, guys, defending their home court.
I agree. Job well done. They gave these fans exactly what they wanted.
And so it's San Antonio easily taking this one. It was a tale of 2 teams tonight, one that was in total control, operating flawlessly, and Clark the other just searching for answers that they could never find.
Well, I think these fans...
Well, all night long you were able to control the glass. A visibly winded Warrior here. How were you able to get so many shots that came off the iron?
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, everybody. Ernie Johnson here along with Shaq and the Jet as we present our Jordan Player of the Game, Freak. Talk about lighting it up in the second quarter. My word, that was just huge, and the impact carried them through the end. And that brings us to the end of our broadcast for this evening. For Kenny Smith, Shaquille O'Neal, Kevin Harlan, and our illustrious 2K Sports crew, this is Ernie Johnson saying...
2K Prime